Yeah, dear students, good morning. Last class we have discussed about the introduction of supervised learning. What is supervised learning and how it is actually working in the real time process, as well as the advantage, disadvantage and applications. And in this class we are going to discuss about the types and categories of supervised learning. In the unit 1 itself we have discussed about the supervised learning categories, that is regression and classification. Okay, now the regression, in the regression, the definition of regression analysis is a statistical method to model the relationship between a dependent, the dependent variable it is called a target, and independent variable it is called predictor. So with one or more independent variable, so we have one dependent variable, that is our output, and the independent variable or the helping, that is supporting tool, which is used to get the real outcome. Okay, so it predicts a continuous real values such as temperature, age, salary, price, and so on. And here few examples for regression: house price prediction. It estimates the price of a house based on features such as size, location, and number of bedrooms. Because based upon the size, location, and this bedroom and some specific specification, the house of price it will be varied. Okay, and coming to the second example, stock price for forecasting. Predict the future price of your stock based on the historical data and other relevant features. Yes, obviously the stock price forecasting also it will vary based upon the independent variables. And coming to the next example, it is temperature prediction. The temperature prediction, it forecasts the temperature for a given day based on historical weather data. That means the weather, it may be how much the temperature is. Based upon that, the weather forecasting and temperature prediction will be varied. So those based upon those independent variable, the target dependent variable will be varied. This is how the regression process is carried out. Next, coming to the classification. Classification, it used to have the discrete like true or false model, and we can say it is a type of supervised learning that categorized input data into predefined labels. It also because we are giving the input as predefined, so the outcome will be yes or no or true or false type. Okay, it involves training a model on labeled example to learn patterns between the input features and output classes. Some examples of classification, and here the example is email spam detection. So classify emails as spam or not spam. Day to day life we are receiving more number of mails. In that emails, and it will identify whether that particular email received in the inbox it is a spam or not spam. So we can use this classification machine learning algorithm for that purpose. As well as for image recognition, identify whether an image contains a cat, dog, or bird. Yeah, already we said in the supervised learning itself. So it is the predefined label data. If we assigned the labeling for it is a cat and this is the dog and this is the bird, as per that the system will identify and predict, and the data set will be compared, then the output will be displayed. So coming to the best example, that is medical diagnosis. This In this era, the medical diagnosis, the ML plays a vital role. It predicts whether a patient has a particular disease based on the symptoms and test results. So the symptoms and test results all over in these independent variable, and all these things already fed into the machine, and the machine will identify based upon that whether which disease is this, and which patient is having which type of disease, and how long it is continuing with that patient. Likewise, all those detail will be easily get from the machine learning algorithms. Next, come to this that in the image representation here, it is a regression classification. We can see this image, what will the temperature tomorrow. So we are unable to know what about the temperature tomorrow. So based upon the regression technique we will identify. And coming to the classification, you can see the example here. Will it be a hot or cold tomorrow? So two cases are, we took the same example, but based upon the data, what are the data we are asking, based upon that it comes to the regression or classification. This is how how it will be carried out in the machine learning algorithms. Next, come to the purpose of regression and application. Regression analysis is used for prediction and forecasting, financial industry, marketing, manufacturing, and medicine. So these are the some applications comes to the regression applications, and the purpose is mainly for prediction and forecasting. Yes, still now we have discussed about the categories or types of the supervised learning. Okay, so that is regression and classification as discussed in detail with the correct examples. Thank you for the listening. Thank you.